I had this one homeowner that stole $500 from me. So basically, you guys already know I was in real estate. If you guys have kept up with my YouTube channel, I was basically like in real estate right there. So back when I was doing like real estate, right, I called up this one homeowner. I said, hey, I can find you a tenant within 20 days. And she has spent months trying to find a tenant for that house, and she didn't find a tenant. So I called her up. I was like, hey, I can find you a tenant within 20 days for 30% commission. And then she agreed with it. So I went over to the house. I started, taking photos, videos. I marketed out the house. Within 6 days, I found a tenant that was interested in that house. So I basically qualified the tenant and sent her, the tenant her way. And she also did like a bit of background check and all that stuff. And then the tenant was qualified. And then the tenant basically kind of moved into the house. And when it came for the homeowner to pay me, right, because we agreed on 30%, which was $1,000 right there, the homeowner started making some super ass excuse. She was like, oh, well, you see, like this tenant already messaged me, blah 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 blah. She just started making some BS excuse. And instead of and then she said, instead of paying you $1,000, I'll pay you $500. And like at that point, I couldn't really argue with her, because like she could have just kept all the money, because we didn't really sign a contract right there. And that's when I realized how important contracts really were. Because when I was doing like the real estate, right, I had a couple friends that told me that I should create a contract. So for each homeowner that I was going to work with, right, actually have them sign the contract that they agreed to pay me 30%, and on that property right there, I basically lost like $500 on that property right there because I didn't create a contract. And that's when I really realized how important contracts were when it came to businesses that involve trust.